Hi, I'm Abby and I'm a boarder in Lacy House. I've been here since Shells and I'm currently one of the heads of school. Having been a day pupil in Salisbury House, I moved to Lacy at the beginning of my upper sixth year. And I really wish that I'd moved sooner, honestly, in lower sixth, as I've really enjoyed being able to be involved with the social aspects of school, being able to go and do art activities on a Sunday or go and watch a theatre production in an evening. But I've also benefited from things like being able to go to the library and just being able to be around all of my peers in house, and then from classes. It's the social aspect has been really great for me. In the summer term, we have the opportunity to do an event called 10 Tours, which is split into 35, 45 and 55 miles. Last year I did the 45 miles with 5 other peers, and there were 2 upper sixth teams, so there was another team of 6. There are 3 main training weekends that we go on, and then there's the real thing. And I think for me, and especially for my team, what was really great was seeing that difference between the type 1 fun moments that you have and the type 2 fun moments that you have. Type 1 being where you have those genuine laughs and you're out on the tours and something's gone wrong here and it kind of all falls into place and you have a laugh about it. And then there's also those really hard moments where you've just got to be there to support your peers, and one person might be having a rough moment at one point, you might be having a rough moment the next. But then being able to come back after a weekend and think about all that you've just achieved, but also being able to appreciate the lovely school that you can come back to and appreciate everything that goes on here. I think these moments, and especially those that I had last year, were really eye-opening for me, as it really widened how much gratitude I have for being a Canfordian. I'm currently studying history, politics and Spanish for A-level, and for me politics is definitely my most favoured subject and the one that I find most interesting, especially as I feel that it's going to shape my future. I've applied to do politics and international relations at university, so I'm looking forward to being able to study that. And then after that, due to my scholarship, I'll have a year at Sandhurst and then 3 years in the Standard Army, which at the moment I'm most interested in going into the intelligence corps. But post Sandhurst and going into the army, I'd be quite interested in venturing into public policy with the army or the more strategical side. I don't know whether I could stay in the intelligence corps and do that or whether I would come out. But that for me will encapsulate both my love for politics and clearly my love for CCF and being outdoors. So that's the current plan for the future. For me, Canford in one word is opportunity. I remember arriving here as a shell and being a much quieter and smaller version of myself. And I remember not wanting to get involved with as many things and trying to keep to myself and just get through the year. But in many ways that was kind of impossible, because by the end of the year I'd already seen a huge growth and I was participating in class much more often and getting myself involved in areas of the school. And I honestly think if in Shells you'd asked me, or if you told me in Shells that by the time you get to upper sixth you're going to be ahead of school and you're going to have led the Rifles Cup and be doing national cross country and having to lead the parade in a week's time, I would have honestly not believed you, because I just wouldn't have thought myself confident enough. So Canford for me has just been opportunity after opportunity to build on myself and to become what I would now say is someone who's much more confident and honestly feels ready to go out into the much wider world and go and achieve all those things that I would just never have thought possible.